Would you look at the time? It's time for another video. Good day, Tifa Adventures, Third Time and Spaces. I, the cowardly time lord, back to Wait a minute. No, it's welcoming you too. Let's read my story. This is a story that I personally wrote a while ago. Well, I started writing it in grade 10, as the prologue clearly kind of states. The story starts with me, a boy in grade 10. I wasn't the smartest or the strongest, but I had been seeing the end for 5 years. 3 years until the end. 3 years until the end. The funny thing is, if my prediction would have been true, the world would have been over by now. So, be glad that my prediction isn't true. Yes, I've been out of grade 10 for 3 years now. I'm a regular 15... Yeah, don't be silly. I'm a regular 15-year-old. Seeing the future is just silly. Besides, my predictions are sometimes just the things I see on TV. Which is true. It could be just one of those instances, I hope. I mean, don't get me wrong. It'd be cool to shoot lightning out of my hands and to be a leader of a team of people with powers. Then again, knowing everything before it happens, powerless to change it, would be a curse. The rift is coming in 3 years. The rift is coming in 3 years. To think it's all because a version of me committed a crime. I came back in time to stop my life from getting to that horrible state, even without anything to hold that version of me back, though. I slowly became evil. Then I realized that something wasn't right, so I went back in time to stop myself from ever changing my life in the first place. At least that's what I think my dreams are trying to say. I had some wacky dreams growing up. A lot of wacky dreams. As the two of me fought, they jumped through time until they came to the most important time in all three of my current lives, in January of 2018. The distant future! Reading this story now loses impact. It loses impact and becomes funny. It becomes comical. Hilarious, even. The time at which the bank first came into each of my current life. I read that. Why did I type that out twice? That was a mistake. I didn't realize that. Okay, let's go on. Electronic walked up to the bank, ready to rob it, when the most peculiar thing appeared. Two people fighting in the sky. The next thing that Electronic knew, the bank was gone. The two people screamed, "No!" Everything went black. Electronic was sucked into a rift, and all he could think about was his friends and enemies, so he ended up in an alternate reality, ruled by his enemies, where his friends are the only glimmer of hope. I just wish this orange dot would disappear. He was sucked into, so he ended up in an alternate reality, ruled by his enemies, or his friends were the only glimmer of hope. Sorry if I missed something, I'm getting distracted. Let me explain it to all of them, please, Electronic, please? Asked Think Tank, quickly remembering how to use his powers. Okay, fine. I'll let you read my mind and tell them what you need to know. What are the rules? What are the rules? Asked Faster before Think Tank had a chance to speak. I should have read. Okay, let me go back. Okay, fine. I'll let you read my mind to tell them what they need to know. Responded Electronic, knowing that Think Tank doesn't need to read his mind. What are the rules? What are the rules? Asked Faster before Think Tank had a chance to speak. No more interruptions! Anyways, as I was about to say, before I was rudely interrupted. We can't say our real names, because if we do, there is a chance that the universe will break into bits, said Think Tank. So most of you probably don't know each other. But you'll remember me, right? Asked Electron while looking around. Yes. You get the idea. I don't know how many yeses I just said. It's not important. Probably said the wrong amount of yeses for the amount of characters involved, but whatever. I don't care. So if we can't call each other by our real names, what do you want to call... What are we going to call ourselves? Asked Thunder, knowing his cousin probably had this all figured out beforehand. Well, you're a stunter, and I am electronic, answered Electronic. I told them what to call each other now, and what their powers are. Think Tank, gender male, power super smart, seeing into alternate futures, reading minds, and telekinesis, can make objects and people teleport to him. Relation to Electronic, best friend for a long time. Faster, General Mayor. Gender male. General Mayor. Powers, running super fast. Relation to Electronic, only when crazy enough to hang out with him. A lot of these are meta-humor jokes about my real life, so I'm pretty much the only one who can get them, but still, I think it's funny for other people, right? Come on. Also, I know I'm not doing the best voices right now. I'm not into getting into the voices very well. Split. Gender male. Powers, can clone himself and running fast. Not as fast as faster, but fast. See what I did there? You have to be reading the story to understand what I'm saying. Of course you do. That's how books work. Think before you speak, Time Lord. Yes, I did just refer to myself as Time Lord. The cowardly Time Lord. Okay. Relation to Electronic, one of his first friends. Invis. Gender male. Powers can turn invisible. If that wasn't clear from his name, I don't know what would be. Relation to Electronic, Split's younger brother. Lighter. Gender female. Powers can control light and can fly. Relation to Electronic, stepsister. Krana. Gender female. Powers controls time in certain ways. Relation to Electronic, friend who is obsessed with numbers and dates. Flyer. Gender female. Powers controls wind with her hair and can fly. Relation to Electronic, cousin. Monkow. Gender female. Powers transforms into a giant monkey. Relation to Electronic, Flyhair's younger sister. Shoo. Go away. No one likes you. Anyways. Stunter. Gender male. Powers can transform into anything that isn't man-made. Relation to Electronic, Monkow's younger brother. I thought I'd make that simple by putting it like that, like it's... Instead of saying, like, they're all my cousin, like, saying... Also, the relations in this are true. Like, there is a person who, like, each of these characters here represents a real person I've met. So, just keep that in mind. Earth Eater, gender male, powers controls the ground, relation to Electronic, good friend. Flamer, gender male, powers can incinerate anything with his mind and can fly, relation to Electronic, good friend. I know. Okay, there's an error here, and I'll have to fix that. I'm gonna pause real quick. Actually, no. I'll fix it afterwards. Rubber, gender female, powers can... Any attack just bounces off of her. Relation to Electronic, girlfriend. That one is sort of more stretching the truth, in all honesty. I'm so lonely and broken on the inside. Anyways, it's supposed to be another enter here, but it didn't pick up. Soundbeam, gender female, powers can deflect attacks with her voice and flying. Relation to electronic. Rubber's younger sister. That's hard to say. And hypno. Gender female. Powers hypnotizing people. Relation to electronic. Longtime friend. Phew. We're done with the We're done with the main part of the character exposition thing. I don't know how to put it. There are 6 locations we must go to in our long quest, said Electronic while looking at his gold necklace. First to Green Ridge Farms in the city of Coombs on Vancouver Island. Real place. Then to a house just outside of the city of Anacortes. Place I'm currently at. Then to a small house in the small town Duval that's not too far from Seattle. Real place that I also recorded a video at. Go back and watch one of my, I believe it was one of my Super Mario, yeah, it was one of my Super Mario RPG parts. I recorded a video in that house. Then to Friendswood near Houston, Texas. Real place. Then to a military base on the Kentucky border. Real place I've been to again. Houston, Friendswood, Texas. That's another place I've been to. Then finally to New York City. Never been there. Stay Electronic listing the locations from memory as his right eye glowed dimly gold. That's going to be an important part in the story. Never forget that. Why are we going to our farm? Asked Sunbeam Rubber while looking at their seemingly older bodies. Creepiest plot point in my entire book, I will admit. I'm creepy in some ways in what I do. It will make sense later. So why are we going to Grandma and Grandpa's house, then to our house, then to where Great Grandpa was buried, and then to a place where your dad lived, and then to New York? Asked Stunter, Monk Owl, and Flyhair, wanting to see Electronic's reaction to their annoying questions. There should be questions, not question. Because we said there's multiple questions. Also, I didn't do a voice for that because there's multiple characters were speaking the line. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do a voice if it's more than one character. Now I see why Grandma and Grandpa said that I was the best behaved grandchild of the 4 of us. If you notice, I'm not doing a voice for Electronic. That's because Electronic is essentially me. I know, writing myself into the story as the main character. That's pretty original. Electronic said under his breath while his left eye glowed a dim purple. Important. Why am I'm going to be doing this the whole time. I know I am. Like I said, it will make sense later, said Electronic in an annoying manner while removing his well-worn glasses and rubbing his eyebrows. Not the glasses that you've seen me wear in my videos, a different pair of glasses, which I also have with me that I would show you, but they don't exactly fit me very well anymore. Flamer, Flyhair, Stunter, Earth Eater, and Lighter, come with me. Okay, what is it? No. Well, I guess that voice will do. Okay, what is it? Lighter asked for the group. I just wanted to say that we are the ones with somewhat elemental powers, and it would be bad if we ever used our powers all together at once, said Electronic sternly as his right eye glowed gold and his left eye glowed purple. We're already 14 minutes in and only into the 2nd chapter of my book, mostly because I talk a lot about nothing. Please, if you like this story, like this video. Don't like this video. Comment if you like this video. Also, give it a like, why don't you? And I'll possibly do more. This will be but I'm doing a rotation, this Super Mario RPG, Chrono Trigger. This Super Mario RPG, Chrono Trigger. Until Chrono Trigger is done. And then I'll start up on Final Fantasy 1 as a gaming video. So you'll still get a lot of gaming. But this is just something else for me to do when I get bored of gaming. So, Electronic, since we can't say our real names, how do you suggest we get to know each other? Asked Think Tank, knowing the situation. Oh, it was Think Tank. So, Electronic, since we can't say our real names, how do you suggest we get to know each other? Why do I give him a British accent? Think Tank's real-life counterpart is not British, he's also Canadian, just like me, so really his voice shouldn't sound too different. Yet I'm giving him such a very British accent. I don't know why. It's not even very British. I don't know what it is. Well, the best way is to tell each other about how you know me, answered Electronic, also knowing the situation well. I like the idea, said Think Tank, continuing the act. Soundbeam, Rubber, you go first, said Electronic while looking more at Rubber than Soundbeam. Okay, well, Electronic visited our farm for almost yearly for 5 years, said Rubber and Soundbeam, remembering all the fun times. Anyways, am I the only one happy about the fact that whatever brought us here made it so we were all 18, gave us these outfits? Asked Rubber, finally figuring out that they were older and guessing how much and liking her new outfit. It is neat, I guess. So since I have already started talking, I'll tell you how I know Electronic. We lived in the same complex along with Flamer, said Earth Eater strongly. Earth Eater also doesn't have a voice because he's Canadian as well. You know what? Most of these people are just Canadians. So just imagine a bunch of Canadians going, eh? Talk about maple syrup and hockey, eh? I'm sorry, all my Canadian fans, but that's how the rest of the world views us. And I'm Canadian. I am. I'm the Canadian Cowardly Time Lord. Canadian Cowardly Time Lord. Along with Flamer, said Earth Eater strongly. Thank you, Earth Eater. What did I just say? I don't know. I can't wait to watch this video, like what it thinks I'm saying. Thank you, Earth Eater. Now, I don't have to say anything in front of all of you. All of them, said Flamer weakly, but oh, no. No. Thank you, Earth Eater. That's not it either. I can't do his voice. He talks with a lisp. I can't do a lisp. Thank you, Earth Eater. Now I don't have to say anything in front of all of them, said Flamer weakly but sincerely. That was not at all doing the real-life version of Flamer justice. And also, he doesn't have a lisp, but I didn't even really explain this, I don't think. No problem, Flamer buddy, said Earth Eater friendly. But Flamer in real life, his real life counterpart, actually had a serious... he had what's known as a cleft palate. Really sad. The guy could barely talk when I first met him. Really sad story. Anyways, enough about really sad, truthful stories. I think I do mention it at some point, but... Think Tank, you're next, said Electronic Rose, and you should have started with Think Tank. Okay, said Think Tank, remembering what to say. We went to the same school and helped each other out with dealing with bullies, interrupted Faster, beating Think Tank to the punch. I swear, the next time you interrupt me, I'm going to hurt you, Faster. But what he said is true. So Stunter, Monk, and Flyer are my cousins. There you go, no need to introduce yourselves, said Electronic. Hey! Hey, yelled Stunter, Monk, and Flyhair angrily. It's for horses, cows, and sheep, said Electronic with a smile on his face. Don't forget goats, interrupted Rubber and Soundbeam happily. Anyways, Hypno, your turn, said Electronic, trying to get this over with. Electronic's mom and my mom were good friends for a really long time, so it's natural we became good friends, said Hypno, remembering the bad times more than the good. Split and Viz, your turn, said Electronic, getting tired of this. Well, Electronic went to the same church Then the same school as us, said Split and Viz, remembering all the fun times. Krona, your turn. Trying to put enthusiasm into his words. I didn't even try to put enthusiasm into my words, did I? Well, I went to the same school as him as well, said Krona happily. Finally, it is your turn, Lighter. So they're trying happy that this was finally over and done with. Well, for a while, my dad and Electronic's mom were really close, and I called him my stepbrother, and he called me his stepsister, even though technically nothing ever actually happened between our parents, said Lighter. I wonder how my sister is doing, thought Lighter, after being reminded about her poor sister. Don't worry, I promise that your sister and her son are safe, said Electronic, knowing exactly where they were, while his right eye glowed gold. How did you know what I was thinking? Asked Lighter. All questions will be answered in due time. I know there's no do in there, but I thought I would add that word in just for fun. Said Electronic as he covered his left eye and winced in slight pain. Meanwhile, another protected part of the universe. Mom, what is going on? Asked Space in a scared manner. It'll be alright. Your aunt and your, sort of, uncle will save the day, said Time, seeing that similar things have happened before. Meanwhile, on a military base on the Kentucky border. Brother, Dad, are you alright? Asked Taylor worriedly. Yes, we are fine. Let's just hope your half-brother will come see us soon, said Fida, thinking about the son he left behind. I should have had that word in there, but it isn't. Ha, him coming to see us? I don't think I'll believe it when I see it, said Pounder, half thinking about how his stepbrother is cool at times. Meanwhile, in West Vancouver, brother, what are we going to do? Asked Bouncer worriedly. We're going to wait until our cousin needs us, said Shaker, knowing that Electronic would call them if need be. I think I'll stop after this chapter because my throat can't take much more of reading this. I know. Only chapter 3 and my throat's already starting to hurt bad. Anyways, I really hope you enjoy this first episode of this. He's calling himself Electronic. Ha! What a silly name. At least my new name shows how evil I am. Doesn't it, Big Ears? Gender male powers hearing things from halfway across the world? Asked the mad scientist vainly. Yes, sir, mad scientist, sir. Gender male powers being super smart. I didn't read that. You know what? I'm not going to read the parts in brackets now. Okay? No more I better continue it, said Big Ears, thinking about leaving. Big Ears, get the monsters ready to go after them as soon as they split up. After all, it is dangerous to go alone, said the mad scientist, trying to make a joke. Sorry, sir, but how exactly do you make these monsters? Asked Big Ears weakly. It's simple. Take an arm off there, attach a leg there, until you have no idea what creature it is. And then it looks at you with these funny eyes that say, kill me. Why do you ask, Big Ears? Asked the mad scientist, acting like nothing was weird with what I just said. No reason, sir, no reason at all. Why am I giving them all British accents? I don't get it. Good now, they should all have Canadian accents yet again. Well, slight variations on Canadian accents at least. Do I even really have that much of a noticeable Canadian accent? Please tell me in the comments. I'm asking for a lot of comments this video. This video is me reading. That's why I'm asking for a lot of comments. Good now, Big Ears, go tell half thief. Gender male powers none except for being annoying. I completely forgot I wrote that in. Mofu. Gender male, powers super stealth. Tofu, gender male, super stealth and training. I mean tofu, whatever. It's not tofu, it's tofu. Don't ask. Those two are do not have real life counterparts, Mofu and Tofu. They are references to the villain from Breath of Fire 4, whatever his name is. No, not even really the villain. The guy who's sort of a villain, but not really. He's a reference to... Was his name Faulu or something? Faulu? Something like that. And they're references to Lego figures that I have that I thought looked kind of like him. Sort of. Don't ask. Anyways, good. Now, big ears. Go tell Half Thief that if they can kill if they can even kill one of Electronic's teammates, they shall get a big reward. Also, released fists. Gender male. Powers super strong, said the mad scientist commandingly. Fists, our oldest ally. We have been a group as long as Electronic Think Tank and Faster have been a group. Now, this doesn't make sense in this story's context, but will eventually make sense. Sort of. Said Big Ears, reminiscing. Those were the days, said the mad scientist, also reminiscing. Anyways, what about getting spiderly? Gender female, powers copying other people's powers and stealing souls, and many other powers. Too many to list. I know. I created a character that is just too many things. To help us. I mean, shouldn't she be a part of this? Asked Big Ears, thinking he might be praised for his idea. Don't even talk about her. She scares me, especially with those purple eyes, said the mad scientist. No, I should read that in more of a correct voice. Don't even talk about her. She scares me, especially with those purple eyes. A fearless evil leader, scared by a girl with purple eyes, said Big Ears, mockingly. Shut up, Big Ears, yelled the mad scientist angrily. Yes, sir, said Big Ears weakly. Anyways, that ends this video. 3 chapters down. Well, 4 chapters if you count the prologue. Another 8 to go. Wow. No, there's 16. Another 12. Ugh. My math skills are a little off. I'm tired. Anyways, this is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off this Read It video. And saying, see you next time. Where it won't be reading. Unless you really want me to read more. I'll do more reading. I'm not going to give up on gaming. Gaming is my passion. But still, if you want me to read more, I will read more. And if you want to check it out ahead of time, go to my Wattpad account, as you see right here, The Cowardly Time Lord. Anyways, this is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off and saying have a good day, or whatever time it is, wherever you are.